because it never quite hits on the mark, which now I should be able to say, how's it going, Nakama? Brit is back with some One Piece 1155. Now it's going back to the very beginnings because it's just me and Samurai Drew. How's it going, Samurai Drew?
It's going well. I'm very excited for a new chapter. Now, are we getting a break next week? I'm not seeing any break indicator over here. We might be okay.
That's where I'm a little nervous because it normally will tell us like, hey, new chapter here, new chapter there. So let's see. Probably by the end of the stream, we'll get an update though. They'll be updating us on what all is happening. But let's see here. We are looking good so far. Bit rates are looking good. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up the chop tool. Let's go ahead and open that up. There we go. Oh, color spread. We haven't had a color spread in a hot second. So, interesting, cool color.
Last one, the Egghead one where Oda drew it, the anime bit or whatever is like the.
That's the last one.
Watching TV. Yeah.
When they all returned, when the anime returned. So that was probably April. Wow. Yeah, that was April. So that we are now in July. So it's been about 3 months. Good call.
I don't know why, but this color spread, for some reason, reminds me of, like, the inner city of Logtown, for some reason. But I can't pin my finger on it. But it feels like around there. But I don't know where this is supposed to be. Just a random island, maybe. We see Luffy's wanted poster in the back under his meat.
I see that. And it's on, like, a building.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think it says wanted underneath. And, yeah, we got all the straw hats, nice color. You know, they're like 1, 2, 3, 4 stories up. So so it's kind of a fun, you know, fisheye view of the top of the world here.
Especially because they're flying penguins.
Oh yeah, what's up with that?
These are flying penguins. I'm like, oh, look at these birds. They're penguins.
Oh my God, I almost died.
He almost neutered himself with his sword.
Yeah, I almost stabbed myself in the balls.
Oh, look. Let's not do that. So, behind, we have flying penguins. As Drew mentioned, we're about 4 stories up. Usopp is hanging on to Luffy for dear life. And it seems like we have Jinbei is consoling Nami. And, hey, you can make it through. Brook is jamming out. Sanji is like, Nami Swan, I will help you. Zoro is walking across, and then you have on the other side you have Robin and Chopper, and it looks like Frankie is in a hot air balloon that says One Piece. So I love it. By Ichida Oda, translation by Stephen Paul, lettering by Vanessa Satone. 17 pages. It's only 17 pages. Let's see here. I'm pretty excited for what we're about to get. Last time we had little baby Loki throwing himself off in a very similar manner to how he was first born, having a very big Kaido moment. What you got?
Static. Wait, how do you say this? Static, static.
Yo!
He's back. Good morning, y'all. Good morning to you. Glad to see you, man.
Welcome back, my friend.
I just want to hype up the morning here. Thank you so much for coming along. We're just getting into 11:55 of the manga. So thank you for stopping by. Are we sounding okay? How's our audio quality, static? Let's see if you think we're sounding okay.
So, and I'm going to go ahead and read off Static's chats. I'm going to do a new poll, and the new poll is going to be, were you surprised that of the Rocks reveal last week? So we'll do that poll for the...
And Static responded with, "I'm doing well. I did a Digimon podcast yesterday." Oh, are you a podcast? Oh, you have your own.
If you want to drop a link, if it's like
drop a link.
A Twitter or Twitch or YouTube, definitely.
check it out. And he said, mics are fine, by the way, so we're doing good there. So yeah, we'd love to see that Digimon.
Oh yeah,
Okay. Right.
I was definitely an old school Digimon lover. Puppetmon, unfortunately, was like one of the cool ones where I was like, okay, he's an interesting guy. But also I watched the Digimon movie in theaters. That's how old I am.
Oh yeah, the whistle moment was so good.
Back when it was like before cell phones, and they're like, the internet. Oh, let's load up onto the internet. Oh, times have changed. That's funny. All right, but.
I just did the 3rd episode, so I'm glad that Static is in the realm of anime podcasting, basically.
Heck yeah, go ahead and drop that link for us, and we'll check you out later. But I'm gonna start us off. It looks like I only have half a page.
It's kind of funnily paced, so maybe you do 3 pages.
Well, it's just the 2 of us, so I'm fine with that.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take on. We've got my half page, and then page 3, which is the Rocks Pirates. Okay. And last time it was confirmed that he was, it was the soon-to-be Rocks Pirate Captain. So this might be the quote-unquote formation, if you will. So you have little baby Loki, who is huge! And we have Rocks in the front. It looks like that's Shocky up there, Whitebeard, and then Shiki right behind him. So this is basically, I'm going to say that Shiki is more of the Zoro. Ooh, who is Shiki? Who is Zoro, quote unquote? And who is Sanji? Shiki or Whitebeard? Because Nami is basically going to be Shocky.
Right. Shocky seems... No, it's hard to draw comparisons because, his crew is so much different.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. So, I'm interested to see how this plays out. I think Whitebeard is more Zoro. That can be the next question, depending on how things go throughout the chapter. So, let's see here. Yeah, this is Elbath, but my dad ain't here. He's on an expedition. He is remarkably cordial. What? I was expecting, like, foul language. Or do you think he can tell that they're strong? Or they didn't flinch at seeing him, so he probably feels more comfortable. Interesting. Are you puny humans? Are you puny humans? He's never seen humans before. I've never seen your kind before. You really do scurry around. Ha ha ha, you're adorable. Wait, did you say dad? Are you Harold's kid? So he really just said you're adorable. Who is this dude? Okay, Rox
No, I think that you're adorable is coming from Stussy or whatever.
You think so?
Yeah, because the little heart thing, yeah, that seems more like a Stussy.
He has kids, so we don't know. He could be like, he could be like Big Mom, a monster but loves kids.
Static Shattuck says, I think Whitebeard is for Zoro, as for Sanji, I don't know. By the by, did you happen to read ABS?
The SBS.
Oh, SBS. Sorry about that. Does it say? Oh, I see. That recently came out. I have not. I
did. Off camera.
Anything good?
We can go over it. It gave the official roles on the Roger Pirates. So we got all the roles for, like, I guess Roger had like a torturer, a designated torturer. It's like pretty interesting. We can go over it at the very end. I've got no issues with that.
Who's the Straw Hats torturer? Zoro or Sanji? Or no, Nami. Nami's
it's Robin.
The one. Oh,
it's Robin.
I like Robin. Yeah, Robin's a good one.
Yeah, that is true. They didn't mention a cook, actually. There was no official designated cook. Maybe it was Odin.
Wait. For the Roger Pirates?
Yeah.
Well, don't we know who the cook is?
We know who the...
Sanji's... Zeph?
No, he's, Zeph was never on the Roger Pirates.
You don't know that, because he was good... he was his own pirate.
No, they literally gave the full list. They literally gave the full list of the Roger Pirates.
No way. I'm still holding out hope that Zeph is part of the Gold Roger Pirates. That he was the cook.
Yeah.
I'm holding out hope.
And then who was it? It was, I want to say that Scopper was the navigator. So
interesting.
Yeah, and to Static's point,
thing, but Rayleigh was more of a ship coder, or I don't know. Yeah, yeah.
Well, he just became a ship coder later on, in his old man days. So, and then lastly, I think there are more members of Roger's crew that has not been revealed yet. So to that point, there could still be the cook. There could still be the cook. So that would be pretty cool if that was that. So wait, you're Harold's kid? Even on an expedition, you can still get in touch with him. What's your name? Interesting. They can get in touch with Harold, and they didn't tell him. They did not tell him a lot. He came back just like, oh, my poor wife is dead. Oh, my poor baby. His eyes are covered. Right. This is so wild. Loki. Okay, Loki. You're going to do as I say. Go back home right now and get someone to contact your old man. Here's the message. Tell them to pass on. Loki is gravely wounded. Return to Elbath at once.
Interesting.
Whoa! Huh? Since when do I have to listen to what humans say? He's about to get his ass kicked. Okay. Oh my goodness. As for Rox being Blackbeard's son, I kind of expected this. I did not. That's why I said no to that question. Because I was not expecting that at all. Were you? Samurai?
A little bit, but I was expecting some kind of interaction like this, like where Rox is a little tough on Loki, but Loki's kind of like, yeah, anyway.
Yeah, that definitely surprised me.
Mm-hmm. But yeah.
Interesting. This is so much fun.
Static has a lot to say. Do we want to get to his?
Yeah, let's get to his before you jump in. How about that? So go ahead and read the rest, and then we'll jump into the next page.
Okay. As for Rox being Blackbeard's son, I kind of expected this. I remember people had theorized whether this was Luffy's grandfather or perhaps related to Shanks.
Luffy's grandfather. Oh, Luffy's mom's dad.
Right. Which could still be the case. There could still, they're part of the D clan. Hell, there's still, there definitely could be like their cousins.
Mm-hmm.
So,
that's so
Blackbird and
interesting.
Luffy, that is. So, yeah, I don't know.
Interesting.
It's all funny. And then we got Wayne, he says, Luffy's mom's dad is a wild theory. And Shattuck comes back and says, now people are coming in with the idea that he might be related to Buggy.
I saw that. I saw that.
I still believe that Luffy might be related to Roger somehow. Yeah, me too. Now, this Buggy and... I love the idea that, how are they the same age? Because it'd be fun if they're twins.
Let's see here. Buggy.
Hey Google, how old is Buggy and how old is Blackbeard? Are they the same age?
Buggy is 39, which is hilarious. He's 38. Oh my god. Well, 38 old is his debut. He's like 40 now. So he could be, he's a year older than Buggy. Right? So
yeah, because we obviously don't know anything about Buggy's past. And why is he all clownish? Like what is the whole clown thing? Because the only clowns that we have seen is in Harold's flashback. Like the circus thing. And so it's just all strange. It's all strange. So I love that idea. Anyway,
it is interesting. All right, let's go ahead and jump on into the next one.
Page 4.
He's about to kick this kid's ass. Oh God, jump in. It's all you.
Want me to do it? Okay. I'll do 4 and 5 then.
Yep. You got these because since it's just the two of us, I'm fine with that.
Plus, it's not like Dad would come back home just because I got hurt. And so now he's starting to fight him. Stop ordering me around, you little weakling. Rock's sword attacks were famous for blasting everything in sight, like a gigantic hammer or cannonball.
Conker's hockey. Confirmed.
Right. And so, ow! And so he just blasted him with like a cannonball. Not a slice, but boom, like a punch.
Yeah.
A sword punch, which is interesting.
Like a shockwave.
Yes. Yeah. Perfect. Like, so does Zoro's cannon moves, are those not sharp? So those are just like...
Well, that's the thing. I think the black rope twister is a cutting, but I think that the
like the 108 pound
Phoenix. I think that is more of the shockwave.
Interesting.
So like black rope twister is cutting. That's shockwave. Phoenix is the blast. That is.
So obviously he's talented and strong, and he's got that same move as Roger. But he didn't actually name an attack when he did that, did he? He just did it.
Yep, and we have an official laugh. Voha!
Yeah, voha! There, what did I just say? Loki's gone and gotten wounded. And then we have an Oda box.
Ooh!
This madman had crossed Harold's path. And then we go on to the next page. Do you have anything you want to add before
I think this madman is the one who got him into the reverie. That's what I'm saying. That is my theory.
Okay, here we go. Now on to page 5. At the reverie, 1 year. 5 kings have been attacked and captured. It's an abduction. They were taken by a large man dressed in black. The lives of kings are no threat to you.
Okay.
And then we have Rox, who's apparently snuck in. I suppose not. But your holy land is in a panic. In a historical anomaly never repeated before or since. Someone infiltrated the Chamber of Flowers at the very core of the Holy Land.
There is Gunko.
And there's Gunko. We see the mismatching eyes, and it also, I kind of like her in this look better. But anyway, she's like a little veil-looking thing. She's got her COVID mask on, and yeah, looking good.
Her ulti COVID mask on. Oh, that's so funny. That is so funny. Okay, that was really straightforward and really quick. Any thoughts or theories? If you want, you can. Let's go ahead and read Static's chats before we move on. This is gonna be a fun stream. Thank you, Static, for stopping through.
So, Static, he goes, yeah, they could be cousins on that conversation earlier with Buggy and Blackbeard, or maybe Buggy, or maybe Luffy, Buggy, and everyone's related.
Everyone's cousins.
Luffy might be related to Roger somehow, blah blah. Okay, so this also confirms Blackbeard might actually have Haki himself as well. We've always known that Blackbeard has had Haki because he's complemented Luffy's, and so he's at least had observation Haki because he can sense that Luffy's Haki's gotten stronger until down from the last time you met him.
Oh yeah.
Also, I very much imagine he has Conqueror's Haki. He's so strong. Why wouldn't he? And I wonder if we're gonna have to look at that. I'm sure we've seen him use armament Haki before, but I'll have to look at that again. Okay. Sorry, we have more. Emu doesn't. Oh yeah, and then we got our own Runaway Warlord for confirming with Wahaha laugh. Stack Shack comes back and says Emu doesn't seem to be scared of
at all.
The vet.
At all.
Yeah, because you can imagine that he knows that he's like already in there. I was referring to Luffy being related to Roger. Yeah, having younger cousin or sister. Okay. Now we're all caught up.
Interesting. That would be an interesting aspect of that. Okay. Luffy being still understanding who's Garp's kids are and who's Luffy's mom is a big part of that. So well said. All right, I'm gonna go on to page 6 and 7 in 3, 2, 1. We've got Emu The man who described himself as a worshiper of Davy Jones.
And
excuse you? Excuse you? What is happening?
I love this. Love.
So is this a Davy Jones, Davy Back thing? Because Davy Back fight, right? Davy Jones, Davy Back fight.
A worshiper? How come we've never heard the worship part? That is awesome.
Oh, well, we've only heard of a Davy Back fight. We've never heard of Davy Jones. So this is huge.
Except for in Fishman Island, Davin, the guy that was
Vanderdecken.
Vanderdecken. He was into Davy Jones too for some reason. I gotta look that up when we get a break. We gotta write these things down. But they're related in some way, and I can't think of it.
Interesting. He did not do anything more than this, as he knew he could not. But before he departed, he left a warning. I will be back right here. Okay. So, Davy Jones, Davy Back fight. And we have a threat. Naturally, word of this incident never saw the light of day. But as it happened, one other man infiltrated the Holy Land at the same time. And at the very bottom, you have all of these celestial dragons freaking out. Look at him. He's bigger than a giant. I desire him. Oh, I need them to die. I desire him for a slave. No, he should be killed and stuffed for display. Guards, protect your lieges. And now we have... Hot. Fine. The talks are off. I apologize for trespassing. This is real. But is this really necessary? So you have all lit up in flames, doon, and you have Harold just bulking it out. Don't let the king abductor get away. No, that wasn't me. So Harold is booking it out of there. The admiral's been defeated. His attacker went to the palace. Be wary. Huff. So you have them running at each other. What is all this hubbub about? Bring me the big one. He must be the one who kidnapped the kings. I'm not going to be the fall guy. I'll seize him, man. A giant in the Holy Land? Is this guy lost or something? So now they're running at each other. And we're going to get some type of conflict between them.
Yeah.
Because Harold's just like, it's not me! It has to be him. I must stop them and maybe they'll like me. That doesn't work like that, bro. It doesn't. Woo!
Yeah. Oh, and more from Static Shack before we go on to me on the next page here. He says, anyone who thought the Foxy arc was filler, I would say that you would be wrong.
Oh, yeah!
And also Static says, it does make you wonder, did Whitebeard know that Zebek was Blackbeard's son? Yes! And that's why I think that Blackbeard was so troubled when Ace and him had the falling out over the death of a crewmate, because there's the death of a crewmate, but there's also legacy of your superior, especially he liked Roger as a friend, and he liked Rox as a leader, so it's an interesting duo, because him and Roger definitely saw eye to eye. Like they were both captains of their own ship, and that's definitely different from him and Rayleigh's relationship. Pretty similar, but anyway. So that's my last rant on that.
Interesting.
Oh my god! I just flipped the page. Okay, you ready?
Yeah. It's my turn. So.
3... Oh, it is.
Wait. Oh no! It's your turn.
No,
it's your turn. It's your turn.
Yeah,
Yeah, you go.
On to page 8, and don't worry, you're gonna be right back because there's not a lot of sentences. So look at this.
Oh!
The Flash. And now, so we get the Conqueror's Hockey here, but now, am I seeing it on King Harold? Is King Harold, because I don't see his sword being black, so I'm thinking that he's just a regular in right now. But we'll see. What do you think? Do you see any Conqueror's Hockey from King Harold?
I think they're both Conqueror's Hockey, because whoever didn't have it would have definitely just won outright, right?
Good point. Yeah, okay, I'm with you now. So they're even. That's kind of fun. Wow. So King Harold's pretty freaking strong.
I think Rox is pretty freaking strong.
Yeah.
This is an ancient giant.
Yeah, but we never see a giant being hyper strong. Like, we see them being, like, averagely strong. We don't see them, like, actually, like, really kicking butt like this. So this is awesome. So we get a little again, no named power attack. So, you know, Zebek isn't out here saying, like, you know, King Strike! And we're also not seeing a Devil Fruit, which is nuts.
At all.
Static Shack says, Odin was the one who did seek out wanting Blackbeard joining Whitebeard's crew. Knowing Whitebeard, I think he was worried of how he felt about Ace. But when, he killed the crewmate, that changed. Well, I really think that Whitebeard kind of has an L for that whole, like, crewmate killing thing. He really did let Blackbeard go for that. Because, you know, he's the Beck's son. So, it's interesting. Oh, we have a new Runaway Warlords poll here. Stussy is the equivalent to Nami, then who's the right hand and left hand to Rock? Anyway, so we have Whitebeard and Shiki in the mix here, so we'll see.
Oh, yeah.
Whitebeard. Yeah, I see Shiki actually as the left hand. You're totally right. But like I said, they're different dynamics because, you know, does Rox take any of their opinions really into consideration? You know, like Luffy does or like Roger did. You know, so I don't know if you can directly compare it. But anyway, okay, let's keep going with the chapter.
Oh yeah, keep going. You're good.
This clash between strangers eradicated any sign of others for eradicated any sign of others for 5 kilometers around. So like it blew, like it made a big dust storm, eradicating any sign of others for 5 kilometers around. And now we get our famous laugh again. Wahahaha! Name yourself. Bahahaha! God, these laughs are epic. I am Harold. I'm Rox.
So epic. Oh my gosh.
Yes. I mean, this is aim at the town with the next blow. If they capture us, they'll turn you into a slave. What? Why? Don't do it. Don't think. Just do it. Yeah. And so now we go on to you. But wow, what a double pager. Thank you for giving me that one. This one is like one for the books.
Oh yeah, this is
awesome flash.
This might be the best double pager. Ooh, wait, what's happened this year? I need to rephrase that a little bit, but I think this is like a top tier panel of the year right here. Wow. Any chats? We are up to how many votes already? 6 votes already. Thanks for everyone who's stopping by. This is a lot of fun. Let me do these. Odin was the one who did, does make you wonder if, oh yeah, you already took care of that one. Odin was the one who did seek out wanting Blackbeard joining Whitebeard's crew. Knowing Whitebeard, I didn't think he was worried. Fair. That's how I felt about since Ace, but when killed crewmate, that changed. Fair. Take a look at the wanted poster.
Hold on. Let's hold on for that comment because I think he thought we were on the next page.
Okay. So is it my turn?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I'm going to go on in 3, 2, 1. That's buggy. I'm sorry. That's buggy.
Yep.
Which is why Elbath, the new world's that way. Vohaha! If you survive, let's meet again, Harold. Which way is Elbath? Oh, okay, there we go. The new world's that way. Vohaha! If you survive, let's meet again, Harold. Never, I don't consort with villains. What? You jumped off? The Navy Admiral that Rox had struck down perished of his wounds despite emergency measures. After his crimes of the day, Rox's name was launched into infamy, and his deeds stunned the rest of the world. So that is Buggy. That is definitely Buggy's face. That is okay. Yeah. I wonder if he was one of the emperors at this time. Sometime later, he attacked the ship laden with heavenly troops en route to Sacred Marijwa. Not only that, he destroyed the Gate of Justice and fled once again. With his ship and money as an initial base to work from, Rox dove into the pirating business. Oh, wait. I got one more page, so let me finish this up and we'll take care of chats, because this is wild. His activities were always hostile towards the government, but his first target was actually another pirate ship. In the pirating world, there had been a long, famous, and merciless game played between the crews. Davy back fights are back. Oh my goodness. The Davy back fight consisted of various competitions in which pirates gambled the fate of their crewmates and flags. Wow.
Yeah. And look at all the games that were being played in the other ones. But Rox is the cheater. Look at but it's like a little bit more like grind. Like he's like literally shooting them and like chopping people up with an axe.
Well, that was the race. Mm-hmm. That was the absolute race. And then in between that, you see the very top one. It looks like that's Whitebeard's Whitebeard's wanted poster. The middle one looks like Stussy, so I'm guessing the bottom one would be Shiki. That's how I'm going to play that one.
Right.
Oh my goodness. Everyone who hated Foxy is literally just so upset right now. This is so funny. Rox made good use of this game to assemble a very solid lineup for himself. At this point, his motley crew of miscreants flew no flag. They've got some amazing guys. They've got someone amazing. You guys are gonna be shocked. So you got him talking to Whitebeard, who has his face covered. You have Shiki over there smoking a cigarette, and you have little Buckingham looking all adorable. And that was when they arrived at Elbath. That's it. So they left the rest of the crew on the ship. So this is literally like how the Straw Hats start every arc, and they split up with the rest of the crew. So we have people on the ship that are waiting for us. We have the confirmation that the Davy back fights are literally... Okay, yeah, let's... It's the Davy back fights are literally at a point where they are now canon of being a part of the Davy Jones worshippers. So we don't know who Davy Jones is, except for that ship that Vanderdecken was in, because that was the Davy Jones, and it was sank. Okay, so I think I'm all understanding now. What you got?
Davy Jones. Nothing. I think I am next, though, aren't I?
Yeah, you are next. That's page 12. So I'm gonna read a few chats that go up to the one right before page 12. So it's about Ace. Take a look at the wanted poster. Does that remind you of a certain clown in One Piece? And then we can see him playing various games. So yes, in those various games, one was the ship racing, which we saw with Foxy, and the other was the boxing match, which was what we saw with Foxy, which is insane. So the only one we're not necessarily seeing is the ball game. The ball game where Zoro and Sanji had to work together. Oh no.
Alright.
But yeah, so, and it looks like he just chopped off someone's neck because there's blood, and then there's someone falling back with blood gushing off of their chest. So, okay, Rox is actually is doing the Davy back fights. He's bounty hunting with Davy back fights. That's insane. And that goes a lot to show us, because Whitebeard said that his crew never really got along because they were all in it for their own good, and he didn't want that type of thing. That's probably how he got Whitebeard, one. And then two, this goes a lot to show why Luffy was in the right to not take all of Foxy's crew back in the day and just took his flag. So this is a perfect reason. And if we see Foxy, I'm freaking out. I'm sorry. I think we're going to see Foxy, but that's going to be some wildness. Any thoughts before it's your turn?
No. Just happy to see their little crew. Because honestly, Rox does have a pretty similar upbringing to all of our famous pirates, where you have you start with a small band, you know.
But he's getting them like Pokemon cards. He's winning them in matches. Like Luffy is over, and that's a very, very big distinction. I think I should mention off the jump is that Luffy is having people follow Luffy because they want to fulfill their dreams. They lost a game, and now they're stuck here. So those are two huge different understandings on the dynamics of the crew. I love this story so much. All right, Samurai.
Yeah, on to page 12. Onto the castle. Outer castle in Elbaf. I hurried back as soon as I could. But you're already nearly healed up. What a relief.
Ha!
I know you're a strong boy, Loki, but you should stay away from the underworld. You're lucky you only fell from the cliff this time. There are plenty of other dangers that could befall you down there. I can't believe Dad actually came back. That was just a coincidence though, right? He wouldn't come back just to see me. And then
Aww. Loki.
I know. So, he's thinking, and then now here we got Harold. He comes around the corner and he goes, I heard it all about your exploits. What are you doing down here? I'm dying to see you, pal. And so Roxanne's trying to put on the charm here. You should join me, Harold. The world government's not going to hear you out anyway. Didn't you learn that lesson last time? Yeah, ha, ha, ha. Appreciate the feast. And so I'm pretty sure that was Shiki. Nonsense. The day I team up with the band of infamous rogues like you is the day our allies lose all faith in us. And, look at this. We got some more of the crew here. This person on the left is interesting. Oh, right away. That person with all the armor eating, like, the big grapes.
You think that's Wang Ji?
No. That is, maybe, I don't know. But from Thriller Bark,
yes.
Anyway, one of the zombies. That's one of the zombies. I don't recognize this person on the left, although it's giving Caribou vibes.
Oh my god, if we see Caribou's dad.
This looks like Caribou's dad to me.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know, though. So let's keep going.
The other guy looks like Capone's dad.
I can't. Oh, right.
The one right under Rox's armpit. So we have three new introductions. One that looks like he's from Thriller Bark, one that looks like Caribou's dad, and one that looks like Capone's dad. And we got Shiki's laugh.
Right.
Gee ha ha ha.
So, yes. What? So you'd rather be ground beneath the world government's heel? I'm looking forward for a way to avoid that. We ought to be equals, every one of us. Now you're talking nonsense, Harold. Elbaf is a nation of almighty warriors. Anything you don't like, you can just smash to bits. And we get some comments from the crew. Wow, he's huge. Yeah, ha ha. I appreciate the feast. So that's the king of Elbaf. And yeah, so they all have something to say.
The only ones who say anything are Whitebeard, Shiki, and Stussy. We don't get anything from the new guys. We got one smoking a cigar, one eating giant apple grapes, and other eating meat. I can't wait to get their introduction. I can't get that. Shiki, Shiri. He's interesting. Let's see here. Let's do a few. Let's do all but the last three. And then I'll take over.
Okay. Wait. Where do you want me to start?
On page 12. Also, this might confirm. Yeah. So, also this might confirm.
That people on Fluid Bark were part of Rock's crew. Yes, I'm definitely seeing that with the dude with the armor. The people I am referring to are the zombies, since this is supposed to be Blackbeard in a previous generation. Who do you think the parallel is? I would say Whitebeard equals Aokiji, Shiki equals Shiryu. Sure, I'll agree with you. Yeah, there's some good comparisons there. But again, I think it's a little bit different. These people aren't joining because they love rocks. They're joining because they lost the pirate game. But they seem to be in good spirits, though. They seem to be liking their predicament. So, yeah.
Interesting. This is all kinds of craziness. Okay. Let's see here. It's my turn, so I'm gonna go on to page 14. We're coming to a quick close. We've been streaming for how long have we been going for now? Already 40 minutes. This has been nuts. So thank you all for stopping by. Be sure to vote on what your thoughts are. And I'm going to keep going in 3, 2, 1. 14, 15. So you have Harold coming closer and getting angry. They're on a dinner table. That's ancient history. Elbath is changing. People's nature doesn't ever change. I know that fighting blood is in your veins bubbling over. Can't we at least eat in peace, says Whitebeard. 26-year-old Whitebeard, by the way. It's the 26-year-old chat. If you people follow this man, only disaster awaits. And you have Shiki being like, Follow this fool? Gee haha, don't make me laugh. We're all individuals. If Rock dies, it won't affect us it won't affect the rest of us in the least. Yeah, they don't like each other. They're all hanging out. That's true, but his plan is very appealing to me. We're set to make a killing. She is all about money. Still. At least he didn't chop his dick off this time. We're good.
Yes.
You know about about Foled? The island of exiles? They call it Pirate Island. They ship out all the hardened criminals there that countries can't handle in their own prisons. Does this mean that there's no Impel Down yet?
Right.
And we have Mobster Shiki, future Golden Lion. Science Robber! Miss Buckingham Stussy. We have someone, wait, where? Don Marlin from the West Blue.
So that's definitely Gang Beige's dad.
Is Gang Beige from? West Blue! Capone Gang Beige is from the West Blue. Okay, we got some theories. This might be Gang Beige's daddy. Woo! I'm going on to the next one because I'm having too much fun. It's supposed to be a deserted island without food where the damned simply wait to die. Pirate Edgar Newgate, future Whitebeard. Oh my god, that's Wang Ji. But in recent years, they've survived and built up a settlement there. How do you think that happened? Pirate Guru Wang Ji. Wang Ji! Tekking is going to be losing his mind right now. Future Commodore of Pirate Island. Keep in mind, this is who Colby helped Blackbeard take out to take control of Pirate Island. Okay. It turns out there's a gold lode under the island. When the criminal underworld finds out, they rushed in to mine it, and the prisoners made themselves a fortune. The government's seeing red. Pirate smuggler Gang Zui. So I'm guessing Gang Zui is one of the zombies in Thriller Bark. So I don't know about Don Marlon, but Gang Zui is definitely him. Wang Ji, that's Wang Ji, huh? And he has a forked tongue like Caribou.
Right, but related to the other two doofuses.
He looks like a mixture between Caribou and his brother. So that's kind of where I'm at. Oh, whew, so much. That island, and on the very down bottom, that island's crawling with vicious brigands. Get anywhere near it and they'll rob you blind, says Rox. And he's actually sitting down and eating with them. They're breaking bread, so he's listening. So we made a deal with the government. I says to them, if we get back that island, how much will you give us? If they're willing to pay us, sure, we'll go raid Pilot Island and then split the treasure between us. But we ain't giving the government the island or the prisoners. I'm gonna rule over Full Lead and I'll get the idiots to live up there, who live there, to help me build a pirate's paradise. Can't you just see the dumbfounded looks on the government and the Navy's voices? Vo ha ha ha! And now we have confirmation that Blackbeard is finishing his father's wishes.
Right.
When did he find out about his father's wishes? Or is his father a part of him? We do not know. There is so much, but I think a lot of it we can talk about in the sip and discuss. So let me take a look at the chats. Rock's crew were a part. People in Thorough Bark, Rox's were a part of the crew. The people I'm referring to are zombies. Since this is this supposed Blackbeard in a previous generation, who do you think is the parallel? I would say Whitebeard is the parallel to Aokiji, and Shiki is the parallel to Shiryu. In the fact that Whitebeard doesn't really want to be a part of it, he's kind of just along, kind of like Aokiji, and Shiryu is just along for the madness like Shiki. I see that. I definitely see that. Let's not forget Blackbeard's pirates aren't loyal. Blackbeard said this in that talk with Kuzan, and this is why it's so relevant. Because Blackbeard even said, we all just have a similar goal. We're not friends. We're not like out here giggling and tickling each other. Isn't anyone getting flashback during Marineford? I don't know what you necessarily mean about that one. That might be for the last page. But we've got the main six of the Rocks crew. Wang Ji, who got defeated by Blackbeard and Kobe. We have Gang Jui, who's dead and is a zombie on Thriller Bark. Whitebeard, who again is a 26-year-old Chad. Don Marlon, who I'm just gonna say is Gang Bej's father. And then Stussy, who is a science robber. All the more reason to understand how she has a very imperfect clone of Whitebeard. Because she's not like an actual scientist, she's robbing them. So she may not actually really know. And then Shiki, who is a mobster. So we have a mobster, a science robber, a gangster, a pirate guru, and a pirate smuggler. And all of them lost a game. Do you think Rox has like the gamey no me? Or he's just like the best gamer of all time?
Game. He has no. Honestly, I think he has 0 double through. I really do. I think that all these guys saw that as like a weakness for some reason, or they weren't as popular as they are now. So it's all interesting. Yeah, like what happens if Devil Fruits weren't really in widespread array until after whatever God Island, that fight.
That's big. That's huge, actually. So I'm interested. We'll probably during the sip and discuss, we'll poll on our favorite of the members. We'll have to cut out 2 because we can only do 4. But I very much am interested in the thoughts here. And then what I mean by that, when Blackbeard eating a second devil fruit, they weren't sure if it would work. Seeing Shiki laughing and not worried about that rocks at all. Interesting. Again, he's talking about the rest of the Blackbeard crew seeing him eat the fruit and not understanding, seeing if it worked. So yeah, just not really concerned about his welfare. If he dies, cool, we're taking off. So excellent point, Static. All right, Samurai, bring us home, and we'll go into our sip and discuss.
Just a prologue to my life.
What the hell?
With that island as my base, I'll wipe out the Navy and bring the Holy Land to its knees. And in the end, I'll be king of the world. You're making an enemy out of the entire world. It's too much to handle, says Harold. And Rox comes back with, go ahead and tell me. Sooner or later, someone's going to do it. There's no authority in the world that lasts forever. Let's go, Herald. If we team up, we're unstoppable.
And that's how we get little Loki looking in and listening to the conversation. And this is probably where he becomes obsessed with Rox and his hatred of the government. So not understanding why his dad is continually trying to do this.
Okay, so good. Okay, on to the next. Save your breath. I'm a king. You think I care? Let's go and take over the world. The world? And yeah, Loki's, if you can see his eyes, are bigger than saucer plates right now. And the next thing Loki knew, his outlook on life had been saved. 4 years later, after Herald ignored repeat invitations, Rox finally carried out his plan. The formidable lineup that joined him caused the world to quake with terror. Let's get going, boys! And yeah, we see Rox's flag, and you know what? That's not just any pirate flag. Like, that is Rox's flag, and his name's on it. You know, that is not like any other pirate group. So this is like early stuff, maybe. So we love that. Fun.
Okay, all right. I think with that, it's time for a pivot and a toast to a sip and discuss. A toast to kicking butt. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the poll, and it looks like Stussy is the equivalent of Nami, who's the right hand and left hand of Rox. Right. It looks like we're all thinking that Whitebeard is the right hand and Shiki is the left, even though they're not necessarily bound by similar. They're not friends. They all want to do the same thing. So, new poll. Who are the four that we should do? Who is the best introduced? Who's the best favorite / most intriguing of the new Rox introductions? So we've got, let's just do the three, so we won't do the original three that we know. Let's do the three that we don't know. So we've got, let's see here. Ganzui. We've got Wang Ji. Oh, ZHI. And then we've got Don Marlon. Don Marlon. I cannot wait to see what the community is saying about all of this.
Okay, can I say something?
Yeah.
This is what I've been looking at, because I remember that the Flying Dutchman that Vanderdecken used. I was like, the Flying Dutchman. Oh yeah, Davy Jones' ship is the Flying Dutchman in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yep.
And therefore, wouldn't it make sense that the Flying Dutchman is in fact Davy Jones's ship in One Piece? Wouldn't that just make sense?
It would, especially before, this is long before a time when Vanderdecken, because remember, Vanderdecken was really operating within the 10 years since he met Shirahoshi. So that would give us enough time for him to find the Flying Dutchman at the bottom of the sea, because I'm guessing that they would have sank it. Unless it was actually Davy Jones's ship. So,
right, well, because the Davy Jones's locker, right, is like when you're down in the depths of the ocean, and yeah, Vanderdecken said that he he said that they're in like that stream that like you can get like stuck in where you can't escape.
Yes.
Which now we have to turn the Straw Hat ship around and go back to that Flying Dutchman and check out the insides of the ship and see if there's anything there, like any clues.
That, like, we're gonna have to go back and like watch and try and see what all is happening. So that is so intense. That is. Go ahead and vote for everyone who is on. It looks like Don Marlon is the one that everyone is most interested in. So be sure to vote on which one you think is the most intriguing out of the new introductions. This is fun. This is a lot of fun. What do we want to review first? The Davy Jones part, the games part. If you have any thoughts, static on what we should talk about first, as far as lore, let us know. Okay. This is interesting. Okay. So I'm gonna update that. I don't know if we have a chapter yet. Let's see here.
Does Harold have any named attacks, by the way? I don't think so. Him and Rock's both do.
They did not. There was not a named attack in what we just saw in their clash. As well as Rox did not give a named attack when he injured Loki. I mean, let's start with there. Loki, that breaks my heart. Loki's just like, Dad couldn't have come back just for me, could he? Like, that breaks my heart. Especially because he was just holding up his pride and joy, and I'm guessing Loki just didn't believe him at all. So Loki has not believed. That shows me, at least. Loki has not believed any of the love that Harold has shown him, which is heartbreaking. Which is actually heartbreaking. Any thoughts on that?
It's sad. It's sad.
Yes. And let's see here. What up? What?
No named attack. Sorry, I didn't mean to stall there. But I was looking up on the wiki to see. Yeah, Harold doesn't have any named attacks. No, let's see if Rox does. I guess not, does
he? What else? Well, since we're talking about named attacks, let's talk about their clash when they first meet up. I take back what I originally said. I thought Rox was originally king who snuck Harold in. So we don't know the king that snuck Harold in and how he got snuck in. All we know is that everything that they lit his ass on fire, which kind of tells me that Hito no Mi might be somewhere around here. Or the magma fruit. That's telling me that there is a fire-inducing fruit that has Harold's ass literally hot. So, just gonna throw that understanding out there. In that understanding. So, what else? As far as their clash, they conquered and knocked everyone out, and then they had a moment of respect towards each other, kind of like Roger and Whitebeard. So there's that. I would have loved to get a scene of the sky to see if the sky would have split. That would have been a lot of fun.
Yeah, that definitely would have warranted it.
And it seems like that since he helped Harold get out of there, he is now equivalent. Is like, we're buddies now. I helped get you out because they clashed. Ha ha, zeh ha ha. No. Va ha ha ha. Ba la ha ha ha. You're strong. You're strong. How do I get out of here? Grand line is that way. You go. Yeah. So they had like a camaraderie of titans, literally, which was pretty cool. Which led to him saying that we're friends now, which is hilarious.
Again, how are all these people planning to bring these giants onto the cruise? Oh, Law. Wait, how is Law able to get that one giant on this crew?
I mean, he got John Bart because he freed him.
Yeah, but where does he hang out? Oh, he's not a giant, is he? He's a buccaneer.
I would say he's a buccaneer. I would say John Bart is a buccaneer. Especially and seeing as we're now, it's fair to say that Blackbeard is way bigger than Rox, right? It's fair to say that.
Bigger than who?
Rox.
Oh no, probably the same height. But I think yeah, Blackbeard is definitely bigger. Hey, we got a new chat.
We have a new chat and a new subscriber. Welcome to the team. Thanks for joining, Thomas. Welcome. Be sure to vote on who do you think is the most intriguing out of this chapter. let's go ahead and catch up on our chat, starting from down up, just so we make sure. Just show some love to our new Nakama. Welcome.
Thomas JC says, "Hi. Do you think Hody Jones and Davy Jones are from the same family or related? Knowing Hody and Teach, they have the same look and are younger. Davy Jones and...
well, we now know that there's interbreeding with fishmen and humans.
Yeah, actually.
So Vanderdecken was talking about the lineage and all of that. I could see that, where one of his parents was a fishman, and that's the Decken line, and then you may have like Davy Jones's daughter or something like that, because that would be the equivalency. So I could definitely see that. And he voted for Don Marlowe. This is so much fun. How many votes do we have? 7 votes, and we are tied. Wang Xi and Don Marlowe. Guns, sorry, you're just a dead body at this point, I guess.
Yeah. And Ted Sacker was talking about the flashback, Kuma's flashback in the anime. I haven't seen it, but I'm assuming they did finish it this time, unlike the manga.
Oh, it's so heartbreaking. It was amazing. I've watched it. I haven't watched last week's episode, where Kuma's life. But if it's anything like the manga, I'm gonna be crying, because the manga had me just like, that's our most popular video on the channel, is the short of me just breaking at Kuma's life. So I am sure it is going to be absolutely devastating. But yeah, to your point, the anime is top tier, and it's going to get even crazier, because to that point, we are about to get all of the other Gorosei showing up in monster forms. So get ready for that. Let's go ahead and read some of the statics.
Yeah, Static also says, during the 5th page, the narrator says no one has ever confronted Emu before. Does that mean the Roger parents have never met Emu?
I don't think so.
No, because he said before, and we know that Roger was chilling after. Like let's think of it like this. You know, it was Rock's era. Like during this time, Rox was owning the scene. Everyone else is second fiddle until Roger defeats him. Now, before
Roger and Garp.
Roger and Garp. Yeah, that's true. We haven't seen that. I know I'm giving Roger too much credit. I forgot where I was going with that. I believe that they've met, but there's no way that Roger got a good hit on him. I think that maybe they met, but I don't know about the fighting part.
I don't think so, because Emu would never leave. So outside of the interaction with Gunko, I don't think that the Roger Pirates would ever make a break on here, because the Roger Pirates aren't trying to have their own country. Rox is literally there to try to establish his own country and make a deal about Follett. So that's my understanding through this through line of like, I'm going to be king. I'm going to turn all of these derelicts into a country that I can make. It's basically Australia. Australia had all of these derelicts. He wants to turn it into a country. He's going to be king of Australia. If anyone's from Australia, my fault. Go ahead.
Not true. I have the only 24 karat gold Labobo. That is a Australian. Anyway, we have another one from Thomas. He goes, Blackbeard's devil fruit Yami as an ancient Zoan Hitonomi Davy Jones model would be a nice story for you?
I would be more akin to it being similar to Luffy's, how it has the underlying thing that it's this, but it's actually that. So I would be okay if it was a mythical Zoan that was classified as a Logia. I'd be okay with that understanding.
But I definitely think that the Quake fruit is the world's most powerful paramecia. So the Quake is definitely a paramecia.
Mm-hmm. Well, I definitely think...
Oh! So that would mean that maybe everyone can have a different devil fruit, but you just can't have two of the same. Like, you can't have two Zoan devil fruits. You could have a Zoan and then a paramecia and then a Logia. Like, you could have 3 devil fruits as long as they're all different... whatever genres. That'd be interesting. Anyway, keep going.
Well, static actually helps the conversation, because it says before or since. So that's
before or since. I didn't see the since. Yeah. I agree. Then they haven't met either. Then.
Yeah. So I would definitely say since ... So I was too enamored with Gonko being over there.
We can go hype this chapter, by the way. She's like important.
She is incredibly important, but she's also yeah. This is like 50 plus years ago. So after Brooke and them took off to the seas, which still gives more credence to that. He beat the crap out of. It's kind of funny. He beat the crap out of Loki in the very beginning, and that kind of gave Loki. That was Loki's first interactions with humans, which is also interesting. So maybe he's just disappointed because he's like, "Oh, is this what humans are?" And then he meets the rest of them. It's just like, y'all are not like him. So I'm disappointed because in the last chapter, no one is opposed to him. No one goes against him. No one hurts him. No one hits him. This is literally like a Harold moment when Harold got smacked by Ida, and he's like, "Oh!" Now Loki gets hit, and he's just like, right. So very, very interesting. That may make me believe that the Rider Pirates never went to the Holy Land. So I definitely agree. A few more from Static. It is likely Luffy and Blackbeard might confront eventually. I definitely believe that. As gods, I do think I do think the Blackbeard knows that. Probably because of his dad. So very interested. Narrator says no one ever confronted Emu before. So during the 5th page, rocks and all. Whew. This is wild. Thank you guys for joining us. We've just crossed we crossed the hour mark a while ago. So how about this? Let's have some fun. Let's talk about the SBS real quick. Drew, I've got the SBS up right now. Let me drop it in Discord for you, okay?
Okay, that sounds good.
So it's in general, okay? So Goldie Roger, Captain, First Mate. First Mate is Silver Rayleigh, Navigator, Scopper Gaban, Tactical Officer, Moon Isaac, Dr. Crocus, Helmsman Don Kino. Now I'm actually interested if any of these are going to be... Nope, none of them. I was going to be like, are any of these, quote-unquote, any of these Rocks Pirates? There are none to where we're at. For anyone who's interested, let me go ahead. I'll drop it in the chat for y'all, too.
Well, I'm looking at Millet Pine right now, the torturer. I'm like, who? And so he's like the guy that looks like Delicious in Dungeon. Wow.
And then, Thomas, we can drop the Discord, but just a heads up, we try and keep it small, so it's just really us on the stream. But if you ever want to chat with us and hang out, that's always fine too. Invite. Let me see. This is my first time trying this, so let me see. X. Welcome to the Nakama. Let's see here. Millet Pine is the torturer / interrogator. Oh, it's the big dude! Is the Viking dude is the torturer? What is this? Okay. So they actually even... He
looks like Delicious in Dungeon guy.
I saw so many... Shin? I know who exactly you're talking about. I'm forgetting his name, but I saw a lot of those at the Comic-Con yesterday. That was so much fun. Millet Pine. Scholar is rowing, which kind of sounds like the guy who met Ace. So we've got, let's see here, Moon Isaac Jr. Okay, that's a nose. Good luck to you, bro. We've got, who is this? Crocus. Definitely knew Crocus, which is all fun. To their point earlier, there was so many on the Rogers crew that makes sense. Don Kino was the helmsman. He has sharp teeth. He looks like a part fishman. He got some sharp teeth there. Interesting. What else do we have here? We've got Rowing. Doesn't seem that he's the scholar. Never seen him before. You've got a dude with blue hair and an awesome mustache, Idio. And he was the information broker. So kind of like Robin. How he does all that cool stuff. This Spencer looks familiar. And another intelligent officer. Okay. Now we've got... I remember this dude, Peter Moo. Peter Moo looks familiar. That's our gunner. So that's our Usopp equivalent. And then finally, Jackson Banner, who has curly hair over his eyes. And he is their musician. Because you always have to have a musician. Oh, I forgot the shipwright. Who's Blue Mare? Blue Marine.
He's a regular looking dude.
Blue Marine. Yep, some regular looking dude. Just some regular looking dude. All right, let's see here. What are the other 34? That's not it, is it? Nope, that's not it. That's the other information isn't necessarily coming up. So let's see if I can find this on the Mega thread. Your internet's going a little bit slow?
Yeah, I can't, because I'm trying to click around that website that you're probably on right now.
I'm dropping another one in the chat and in the Discord. So this is the Reddit one, okay? Let's see here. So we've got our Reddit page. Where did I put those? Okay. Yeah, so the next thing is the revelation of the gunner. That was confirmation. So this is Gil Baster of the Rocks Pirates. In his corp by Gecko Moria. Okay. So this guy is also on the Rocks Pirates. We haven't seen him yet. But he is also a corpse. So I'm guessing he's the gunner of the Rocks Pirates. Scopper Gabon is named after Jean Gabin, a French actor. I'm guessing he was a ladies' man, so that's probably why Scopper is the quote-unquote Sanji and all about. He's the man of love. I really love the atmosphere of Elbath. Is there a country or town where it was originally modeled? As for a model, of course, it was the Viking era in Northern Europe, Scandinavia. So it's modeled after Scandinavia. Oh! We've got the baby giant pirates, and we have heights. So we've got Haruden as the captain. His favorite food is meatballs. He's 81, so 81 divided by 3, he's 27 years old. There's that. So that's how we can really understand the ages. So everything divided by 3. So Haruden and Stanson are the same age. They're right next to each other. Stanson apparently loves Battlefront meals. Haruden is the second tallest of the new giant pirates. And Stanson's also 27 years old. Stanson, again, was saved from the auction house by Rayleigh, actually. Let's be honest here. Then you have Gerd, who is the third oldest, but she's the shortest. Doctor, 17 meters high. So she likes hamburgers and macaroons. Okay. She is 25 years old. So Gerd is 25 years in human comparisons. Also, Drew, if you see any other chats come up, let me know. I can't see them right now because I'm looking at the page.
Right. No, I put it to the side here. Oh, yeah. And Don Marlowe is the godfather of Marlon Brando. Oh, no, wait, sorry. Godfather is from the Godfather Marlon Brando. Got it.
I didn't even make that connection. Marlon Brando. Yes. Okay. Marlon Brando.
Yeah, we like that.
I love One Piece lore. So then we've got the two youngest, who are essentially 21 years old in human years. Goldberg the cook and Road the Navigator. Road is by far the tallest at 26 meters high, so he is all legs. And his favorite food is berry pie, where Goldberg is roasted ham. And it looks like Goldberg is just a little bit shorter than Haruden. So it goes Road, Haruden, Goldberg, Stanson, Gerd. That's pretty cool. I like that. Let me see here. And then next is Pirate Crew that appears in chapters 11, 22. Is that the legendary Pirate Crew, right?
They're saying, anyway, go ahead.
Oh, that's from a one-shot from another mangaka. That's pretty cool. From 25 years ago. That is a pull. This is what I was talking to you the other day about. Oda broke down the Tontadas and how they're mixed. So, hello Oda-san, what are the Donsudata? Are they a tribe of mixed race between giants and dwarves? So, quite close. The correct answer is a mixed race between humans and dwarves. The name of the dwarves, Tontada, come from the cute sounds of their footsteps. If you raise the sound volume a bit, it becomes Donsudata. So basically, the footsteps of a dwarf and human are kind of bigger, so Donsudata. And the mixed race between a giant and dwarf is called Zunshindo Data. They're very rare. There you go. So, cause Ripley are giants. Oh God. Oh Lord. And we have a little bit of interesting lore building. So now, question. Because Ripley and Gerd are giants, are their cup sizes W as in World Cup? You know what? I'll accept that. And Oda did too. Oh, that's a good one. Well, that's so stupid. So stupid that it's best. Let's go with that one. You see, I received a lot of questions about that. Remember, Wayne, this is a story for teenage boys. This is a story for teenage boys. Oh, that's so funny. All the busts of the females are more than 6 meters. What cup size are they? So yes, the female giants are World Cups. That is interesting. Every time I finish reading One Piece, my mind is full of Nami and her boobs. Oh, shut up, Sandata. Vegapunk's cousin, Vegapants, is in pantsu underwear, Hazard. What kind of island is it, and what kind of person would he be? Vegapantsu. So we have Vegapunk and Vegapantsu. Interesting. Imu's first person pronoun is mu, so Odachi's first person pronoun should be da, right? I don't really get that one. Stop right there, Oda Sensei, you pervert. False education. It's those guys. They're the ones who keep sending the notes and the questions. Oh, man. In Elbath Arc, those strange animals were in Strong World. I heard about this one. Yes, he used a lot of the animals from Strong World in this. So, I mean, it makes sense for how everything works. Oda Sensei, I'm a boy who's entered middle school. Oh, this is going to get interesting. I have a question for you. I am hooked on One Piece right now. I love Kizaru. My dad owns up to volume 82 of the manga, and I've been reading them. I want him to buy 83 onwards. Do you have a good strategy for that? Okay. I'm just going to read all of this because this is going to be interesting. All right, let me get the voice all good. Oh, come on. This makes me want to buy it for you. To all the young boys who read through over 100 volumes of the manga without losing interest, me. I wish I could buy it for any one of you. But since that's not realistic, you should go on with a shoulder massage strategy. There's no parent that would be happy from getting a massage from their child. Volume 82 is where Momonosuke vows to avenge his father. Once your dad's shoulder and heart has softened, you should say, Father, I want to defeat Kaido. That should be the trick. Scene. Oh, man.
Pretty good.
That is really good. Could it be Shirahoshi's type is me? I can't deny that, but I know what Shirahoshi's future is. Oh, I love that. I love when he says that. I know what her futures is. Let's see here. You said the highest record for an iPop is 18. Whoa, you surprised me. So what's the current highest record for an iPop, and how many whoas, you surprised me, is it? Did it break the record? I don't even know where to go with that question. Let me know if anyone understands that. But why is Gunko walking around in her panties? I keep getting comments like it's panties, but listen, it's technically...
Whoa, you skipped the answer?
For which one?
The, did it break the world record? Let me explain.
Go ahead, because I don't understand any of that.
Oh, that sounds funny. Because there's a picture, so now I want to... Because this is like a joke, right? Let me explain. When I draw manga, I make the same faces as my characters. So someone asked me, do your eyes pop out too? To which I said, it pops in 18. Whoa, you surprised me. And the world record be 84. Whoa, you surprised me. Apparently, that's the current world record right now. When I drew Nika, I've set an unprecedented world record of 222. Whoa, you surprised me. Thank you very much.
I don't know.
And so then there's arrows pointing to where the surprise.
I'm gonna have to get a deeper dive into what that means.
No, I think we're good. No, just kidding. No, and then now, please let's go to Gunko.
It's technically not underwear, but if we call it that, then that would make Gunko some kind of pervert. That's not the case at all. You know Nami and Bonnie's outfits on Egghead. It's fashion where the hems of the jackets are extended. In fact, it reduces the amount of skin that's being exposed. So that outfit is totally fine. How rude. I don't know, because it's still seeing a punches. Oda-san, did you ever thought that One Piece's serialization is stretching because of the influence of Luffy's awakening to the surroundings? Fair. What? Damn it. So that's how it works. Damn it, Luffy. Unforgivable. Da will never forgive you. See, he's using his first pronoun. And then finally, the speech recognition ability of the transponder snail that's beside Loki. How does it differ from other transponder snails? Well, Loki is restrained, right? The reason someone can answer with this transponder snail without using their hands is because the particular transponder snail can understand a bit of human language and is able to connect calls on its own. It's like the same when making calls. It can be activated similar to saying, "Hey Siri." Oh my god, did Oda just tell us that we have a Siri in the One Piece verse?
Only the smart snails.
Only the smart snails. Only the smart snails. Wow, that has been an adventure. Yeah. We are officially all caught up with the SBSs. Huge thank you to Static Shattuck for coming through, as well as for Thomas JC for joining the crew. Welcome, welcome. It's always fun having new people along with the streams. We'll drop the Discord for people who want to engage with us on the back end, maybe drop questions, engage. But since we try and keep it small, it's really just our ugly faces up here when we stream. But anytime you want to be in the chat, drop questions. We always try and want to do questions. This has been one of the best times. Same cool, always cool finding new channels. Thank you. We've been at this for what, 5 years now? We're COVID babies, so we came out through that. Right. But it's so much fun having you all along for the ride. What is your Twitter, if I'm asked? We don't know.
What? Do we support Twitter anyway?
Are we bringing Twitter back? Because we never. So we can DM you the Digimon podcast. If you want to put it in the Discord, that would be fine. Static. That would be fine.
We're not really on that website over there.
Yeah, I don't have tweets at all. Or Blue Sky. Blue Sky is one that I've been wanting to do, but I don't have either of them. I'm still trying to get all, I'm trying to get all this other stuff updated. But y'all, thank you so much for stopping by. Static, if you want to drop that in the Discord, more than willing to. But yeah,
I'll give you a follow if you do that.
Oh yeah, definitely. That way we can definitely check out the Twitch stream when you do your Digimon updates. But thank you all for joining us. Let me do a quick check on Shonen Jump app because we did not get no confirmation on when the next chapter is. So we might be back next week. We might not. We will see how this goes. But thank you all for joining us. It has been, how long have we been going for? An hour and a half. So one of the more fun streams that we've been able to do. So for the 40 plus people that stopped by, thank you. Let me go ahead and end the poll. And for our third poll that we had of the day with 7 votes, who's the best, favorite, most intriguing of the New Rocks Pirates? We have a tie with 42%. Wang Ji, who is the former Commodore of Full-Lead Island, and I'm pretty sure he's the pirate guru. And then Don Marlon, the gangster, because that's specific. Shiki is a mobster, he's a gangster, and I'm calling it right now, Gang Beige's daddy. So I'm just gonna say Gang Beige's daddy right there. Thank you all, and especially Drew Carmean for dropping that love as well. I am the DarkBriton of the Runaway Warlords. Thank you so much for joining us, and always remember, Nakama, that anime is adulting. Stay reckless, y'all. Peace.